Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin with e.l.c. Homestead if you guys are new. Today I'm bringing you along with me while I make breakfast, and we are going to make homemade biscuits, and we are doubling the recipe. So let me show you what we've got going on here. So in the bowl we have 4 cups of flour, we have 2 tablespoons of sugar, we have 6 teaspoons of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of salt, along with a cup of butter. Now remember, I am doubling this, so half of what's in here would be for a single recipe. So we're just going to take my pastry knife here. I'm going to go ahead and get all of that butter in there until we get it all mixed in and get a crumbly consistency. And again, you want to make sure your butter is cold when you're working with biscuit dough. And this is just a recipe that I got offline. This is the Betty Crocker's classic gold medal flour recipe. I usually use my mom's recipe, but I cannot find it, so we're going to go with this one. You want to make sure you break up those butter pieces to where you don't have big clumps. And I'm just feeling around to make sure I don't have any big old clumps and I don't feel too big of ones. Look at that. Another good chop through here. All right. So to this we're going to add, for one recipe, it calls for 3/4 cup milk, so we're going to double that. All right, so we put 6 1/4 cups of milk in here, and we're going to just go ahead and give this a stir. Now we are looking for a sticky consistency, not super sticky but not super dry either. I guess it would be kind of like a bread dough consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and move all my stuff back here because we're going to dump this out on the counter. Normally when I make biscuits, I just do big honkin' biscuits and just don't worry about cutting them out or anything, but today we're going to go cut them out. While I'm getting this all mixed up, I do have my oven preheating to 450, and because I don't have a biscuit cutter, we're going to use the top of this jar to cut my biscuit shapes. So we're just going to get some flour out here on the counter so our biscuit dough don't stick. We're also going to, after we cut them out, we're going to put them on this. Now this is a non-stick pan, but I will put olive oil on it just to help ensure the biscuits don't stick. We're going to go ahead and get this all dumped out onto the counter. And if you do find that it's a little bit dry still, you can still add milk to it. You don't have to leave it in the bowl to add the milk. So we're just going to kind of work this together. Make sure we have something that's going to hold so we can roll it out. So I'm just giving it a little bit of a knead just to make sure everything sticks together and everything is incorporated. All right, I think that's probably good. Go ahead and flour my rolling pin here. We're gonna move you back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna roll this all out. It says you probably wanted them about 1/2 inch thick. You can make them as thick or as thin as you would like. I'm going to get this rolled out as much as I can without getting them too thin. I don't like real thin biscuits. Alright, so that's rolled out good enough. I grab our pan and put it over here. And I did already put the olive oil on the pan. So we're going to just stick this glass into some flour right there. We're going to start at the edge. Just push down. We're going to go through and make our biscuit cuts. And you don't want to push all the way down because then the biscuit will get stuck in the glass and it'll be really hard to get out. A biscuit cutter you could go all the way down with. The one that my mom used to have had a little thing that you can push to release the biscuits from the biscuit cutter. Alright. These, I don't think I went through good enough here on one. You want to make sure you push them down far enough where it'll come off when you get ready to pull it off. See, if you push all the way down too much, they stick in the glass and then they don't want to come out. So they should look like little hockey pucks. Look like little hockey pucks, not taste or feel like hockey pucks. Just want to clarify that. You don't want hard, rock hard biscuits. Going to fit on the pan, which is fine. I have another cookie sheet. Alright, so that's what they look like on there, and we're still just waiting for my oven to preheat. I did grab out another pan and I got that all oiled. We're going to go ahead and get it filled up. Make sure I got these 3 cut through all the way so they'll come loose. Alright, when you get done, you just take all your biscuit dough, roll it back up in a ball. When I was a kid and my mom made these, my favorite thing to do would be getting a bite of the raw biscuit dough. I don't know if any of you ever did that when you were little, but best thing about making biscuits. On my oops. You want to make sure you have enough flour on your rolling pin that it's not sticking to the dough. Alright, go ahead and make our cuts again. So it looks like we can get 3 more on there. So we're just going to wad this back up in a ball again, and we're going to set it in the bowl until we have an empty pan. My oven just got done preheating. Again, it preheated to 450 degrees. So we're going to get these pans and put in there. I think I'm only going to cook one pan at a time. My oven likes to burn when I cook on the bottom. So we're going to cook these 10 to 12 minutes. I'm going to do 10 minutes first. Actually, we're going to do 8 minutes because my oven cooks a little bit hotter sometimes. So when that's done, I'll bring it back. Our oven just got done, and I did check in just a couple of seconds ago, and it does look like 8 minutes is the perfect time. I have to shut off the timer. Let the heat come out of there for a minute. Yep. Alright, that's what they look like after they're done. They are good and golden, and they are completely done. We're going to set these back over here on the stove. And go ahead and put our next batch in. We're going to do 8 minutes for those as well. Alright, so those are cooking for 8 minutes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut into one of these and see what it looks like. It's nice and golden brown on the bottom and nice and flaky in the middle. So I'm going to put some butter and honey on this. Alright, so I actually just put honey on this. And yes, I know these are small. My biscuits are usually like 5 times bigger than this when I normally make them. But like I said, I wanted to roll them out so we have a few, and these are just a snack on. So let's give it a taste here and see what we got. See if this recipe turned out. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yep, those are really good. So if you want to try these again, it's Betty Crocker Gold Meadow flour biscuit recipe. You can Google it and it'll come up. And if you enjoy watching this video and would like more cooking videos, please like and subscribe. I will have more coming. Until next time, thanks for watching.